European school students and families, great to be back. So the winter holidays are coming and it's a great time to imagine. And by that I mean imagine being somewhere like Vicrorija, the snow is falling, it's cold outside, you have this wonderful cup of hot chocolate, sitting by a fire or on a big sofa, and you are transported to a different world. So yes, I'm a little bit biased, English teacher, but we know that a book can take you to such magical places. And I have a couple of recommendations for you. So hands up if anyone knows the name Thor, Loki, Hercules, Apollo of Apollo spacecraft fame. I'm sure your hands are all up. And these are all names you must know from the world of mythology. So we have the Greek mythology and we have the names from Norse mythology, like Scandinavia. So I'm sure you're familiar with them. And today I'd like to ask you to let yourself be transported at least once to one of these magical worlds. And there is one author called Rick Riordan, and he is a contemporary US novelist. And he's also, he's an ex-teacher, or I think he still teaches. So he combined his passion for mythology and his work as an English teacher, and he wrote books based in these two mythological times. So yes, mythology is one of the oldest sources of our literature and our literary tradition, but it's certainly never boring and it never gets old. So first off, some of you may know this one. It's the Greek set book called Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. And this is the first book in a wonderful series. So it would be great if you could read at least one, but nothing is stopping you. And it's a book that will transport you both to ancient Greece, but also maybe a little bit of New York in the modern times. So Rick Riordan is really clever. What he does is his characters are based on characters you and I will be able to connect with. So in fact, Percy Jackson doesn't sound very Greek, but is a modern day name. And it's actually inspired by his son. So his son, Haley, I believe, has dyslexia and lives with ADHD. And this character, although he is modern in terms of living in New York, he goes on a very ancient Greek journey. And there is a bonus question here. If anyone can tell me who is the Greek hero that Percy Jackson's journey is based on? All right, that's a really difficult question. I'll be really surprised if anyone gets it, but the challenge is there. So in this book, for example, you get to meet the Minotaur, you get to defeat Medusa, and even travel to Hades, which is the underworld, and get out alive. So these are just a few of the adventures that Rick Riordan will take you on if you enter the world of Percy Jackson. And the good news is, a shout out here to grade 6 and Nicolosi, who is really interested in the Norse mythology. Rick Riordan had so much success with this series of books, he has started to make a new one based in the Norse times. This time the character, the protagonist, is Magnus Chase, and I guess you meet a lot of those, I haven't read it yet, meet a lot of the characters that you might know from Thor, the Avengers, those kind of characters. So if you want to go down the Norse mythological journey, you could try one of the Magnus Chase books. Enjoy at least one journey into the mythological worlds of Riordan and complete a quote journal, which means like a diary, choose 3 to 5 quotations that describe a character or describe a time in the book that you really enjoyed. Put them together into a slideshow and share them with your English teacher. And that will be proof that you have taken on the Winter Reading Challenge. So I really hope you enjoy your reading and your hot chocolate, and let me know how it went in January.